Hello you guys, this is Robin Banks. I'm checking in. I'm going to do a recreated look that another makeup artist did on me that I really like. I know you're probably wondering why I have the black eye. Well, two black eyes. So I had some fillers done to get rid of my bags. The deep lines right here, that's still kind of, you can still kind of see them, but I'm going back in 2 weeks again and they're gonna do a touch up, but it did make a huge difference because I had really bad bags. So that's why I have bruising. So hopefully I can cover it up because this will be my first time putting on makeup since I had it done. Yes, if you like, hit a thumbs up and subscribe. So first I start out with my eyebrows. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. I really like this brush because it has a spoolie on the end. And I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder in chocolate. I usually use the darker color to fill in my eyebrows. Now I'm going to clean up my eyebrows. I purchased my concealer brush from Ulta. And I'm going to use Tarte Cosmetics Tape Shape and Tan Sand. Now I find this concealer to dry very fast, so I usually do one section at a time. Otherwise you're going to have a tough time trying to spread out the product. I usually use a sponge to blend out my concealer. This can be purchased at Walgreens. So I'm going to take the same concealer and I'm going to dot it over my eyelids and blend it out with my fingertips. I'm also going to use my MAC Studio Fix in NC42 to set the concealer. I'm using a MAC brush number 217. Is that Morphe or Morphe? I'm going to go in with my MAC brush number 230 and I'm going to use this brown matte color to pack it on my lid. I'm not going to take this lighter brown that's kind of close to my skin tone, and I'm going to take it to smooth out the rough edges. I'm going to do my wing liner with Maybelline Precise. I also used a white liner to do my wing, but this particular liner did not last very long as the product was gone when I finished taping this video. My favorite lashes to wear are Koko lashes in Misha, and I usually apply these with hair glue. I usually have the toughest time with shadow. This usually takes me the longest to do. To check my shadow, I usually do a flash test, and sometimes I usually have to go back in and go over some areas. Now I'm applying my foundation. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills in Amber. I'm gonna go in with a damp beauty blender. I usually wet mine with water. To clean up the top of my eyebrows, I use my foundation and my concealer brush. To help with my dark circles, I use Urban Decay color corrector in Peach. I'm going in with the same concealer. I'm going to highlight under my eyes, my chin, and my forehead. Now this brush is by Sephora. It's a multitasker complexion brush. I'm just going to use this to blend everything out. Here I'm just blending out my eyebrows so that they look more natural. And we have some more blending. I'm using Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Beige Suede. I find this to work a lot better than the banana powder. I find the banana powder to be too yellowy. I'm using this It brush by Ulta, and it says airbrush foundation, but I'm using it to contour. I'm also going to use this Ulta contour palette, and the shade that I'm using is Bombshell Bronzer. This is another It brush by Ulta, and it says airbrush powder. I'm using it to dust off all the excess. Now I'm going to go back in with my multitasker complexion brush to even everything out. I'm using NYX bronzer in deep tan to add some warmth to my face. And I probably should get another brush, but I'm using the same one. The blush that I'm using here is by MAC and Plum Foolery, and I just used some type of Walgreen brush. Now I'm going to underline my bottom lash line with this NYX Jumbo pencil in black. The mascara that I'm using is Lash Sensational by Maybelline. Here is when I was talking about how I was using Urban Decay Naked Illuminator as a highlighter and how I felt it didn't really match me. So now I use the Naked palette in Half Baked, I believe, to do my highlights. This lip liner is by Malani and Spice. This lipstick is by Rimmel in shade number 42. I'm just using any beauty supply lip gloss. It doesn't matter, like a light pink or clear. I'm using a matte dewy finishing spray by Ulta. I feel like this side looks good, but I can kind of, it's just me probably, but I can see like my bruising here still, so it's like throwing me off. So does this side look good? Let's see this side.